All right, you've heard about the 1986 Fleer rookie card. You've heard about the 1984 Star number 101 rookie card. That's not what today's video is about. Everybody knows about those cards. Everybody loves to argue which one's the true rookie card. We're going to talk about 14 Michael Jordan cards from 1986 or before that you may never have heard of. These are the OGs. We even need to go to other countries for some of these cards. Some of these we need to get into a vending machine to get a copy of the cards. Some of the cards we have to clip out of a newspaper. Stay tuned. You're going to enjoy this video. I think every Jordan collector out there is going to learn something that they didn't know, at least one new thing today in this video, and it's a great kind of introductory course to some really early to mid 1980s Michael Jordan basketball cards and stickers. Enjoy the video.
See why Card Ladder is the industry leader in sports card data. We know what you want because Card Ladder was created by collectors for collectors. Card Ladder. Join the innovators, not the imitators.
Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And as I mentioned in the introduction, we're going to talk about 14 Michael Jordan cards / stickers / whatever the hell it is that you may not be familiar with. So today's going to be a fun video. We're going to learn something together. I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as humanly possible. So hopefully you guys can come along for the ride. Stay tuned till the end. There'll be some more great videos that you can watch on the Cajun Cardboard channel as we exit this video. All right, the first one, I just struggled. I didn't even know whether I should include this or not, but this is what's called the Wichita Eagle Beacon Clip and Save. It's not really a card at all. It looks like a newspaper clipping to me, if you ask me. It came from the Wichita Eagle Beacon, whatever that is. It's a magazine. I mean, it's a newspaper from, I guess, Wichita way back when. The only reason I think it's considered a card is because down here at the bottom it says clip and save these bubble gumless cards to nominate your favorite name, send it to. So apparently someone nominated Michael Jordan to be included on the cards, along with Chris Evert, who looks like Sylvester Stallone from Rambo First Blood, and then Jim Colbert, which is some goofy, corny looking golf dude over here wearing a bucket hat. But there's MJ in the middle. I don't know if you want to include this as a card or not. I don't find it imperative to put this thing in my collection, thank God, because check this out. This thing is only sold once publicly from what I could find, and it sold for $1,750 as a damn newspaper clipping. So that's lunacy to me, but it is what it is. Let me know what you know about this that I don't know, because all I know is what I see on this screen. But that would be the earliest example of, in quotes, a Michael Jordan card that I could find. Next on the list, nope, that's not the Nike promo. I know it looks just like it, but it's shaped different, and it is different. This is the first of 3 Nike ad cards. So these are called Nike ad cards, and this is the 290850, okay? So that's the number of the card, 290850. It looks a lot like the Nike promo, but I'm going to show you some very subtle differences. There's no Michael Jordan logo up here in the top left. Normally, this Air Jordan logo with the wings, the original Air Jordan logo, is up here in the top left. On this one, it's not. And the city looks a little different in the background. The card's shaped a little bit different. But this BGS 9.5 copy sold for $8,520 back in 2022. All of the cards I'm going to show you today, all these 86 and prior cards, ran really hot, especially, I know all cards did, but they really ran hot during the bubble, 2021, 22. And so a lot of the records you're going to see are from back in 2021. If you wanted to get into these cards today, you could probably do it at a much more cost-effective way. But this Nike ad card here, if I click the pop report there, it's been graded 1,600 times. It's got a really good gem rate with PSA of 46. It's got an even better gem rate here with Beckett of 77.57, including 10 black labels and 87 BGS 10s. So I'm not sure what the move is on that card, and I'm also not sure why, this card, maybe it's because I plugged that in. Let's go Nike ad. There we go. Price. Yeah, that still looks to be the highest selling. I don't know. That's weird. That Beckett pop report looks, that's why. This is not it. This is not it. This is why you always got to check. That's a mistake. So that is not linked. That is the Bowman Chrome Prospect autographs, Mookie Betts. I was thinking to myself, there's no way this card's graded BGS 10 and they got 10 black labels out there. That didn't make any sense. Nothing but the best here on the Cajun Cardboard channel. That saved me some embarrassment. I'm glad I paid attention to that minor detail. I was looking at the wrong pop report that shows the right image of the card. Don't ask me why. Card is right, pop report is wrong. That's some stupid Mookie Betts card from 2014. So ignore that pop report for that card, guys. I wonder if it's going to work on any of these other ones. Let's see if we can get it to work here. No, it doesn't even have it on there. So something's going on with the pop report on that one. But that is the first of the Nike ad cards right there, and it ends in 850. The next one ends in 851, and they call it the freeze frame. That's what most people call it. This is a BGS 9.5 copy, and in 2021, as we said, they ran hot during the bubble time. This card sold for $10,800. If we sort it by date sold, you can see now $1,740. So this card's had a pretty significant, pretty substantial fall from grace, dropping about, 80% from peak value in 2021. The third of the three 1984 Nike ad cards is the 290858, and it's called the Blue and the Black. And it's just a picture of MJ standing on an airstrip with some runway lights behind him in a private jet. Maybe that's a harbinger of things to come when Jordan would get his own private jet, of course, in the near future, or at least one. He might have more than one for all I know. But this BGS 8.5, from what I can tell, if we type in Jordan, let's type in blue, black, and do it this way and see. $7,200 looks to be the highest price ever paid for a BGS 9 copy of this card. Again, not surprisingly, back in 2021. The fifth card, depending how you feel about newspaper clippings, or the fourth card, is a card that you should be familiar with. And this is a card that you'll find in the Cajun Cardboard hierarchy. It's the 1985 Interlake Bulls. And this is a PSA 10 copy on your screen. This card checks so many boxes. Every time I see it, I remember Jordan 1's tongue out children design uniform. Like, whoever thought it was a good idea to design a uniform with Bulls at the top, a number off center down near the belt line, and then just a bunch of blank white space on the uniform. Horrible, indefensible uniform design there. I don't care if it was in the early 80s. They got to do better than that. Believe it or not, this card has sold for $228,000 in a PSA 10 slab. Looking at the pop report, this is just a tough card to get a hold of. It's been graded 529 times. There's 8 PSA 10s. The gem percentage is 2.78. That's why the PSA 10 fetches such a exorbitant price. The BGS 9.5, which I happen to own a copy of, much easier to get your hands on, much less valuable than that. I can't imagine spending $250,000 on an Interlake. Thank God I didn't, but somebody did. But there's 36 BGS 9.5s, 44 combined gems between PSA and BGS out there for this really good looking Interlake card. It is good. It's a humongous card. It's gigantic. There's an autograph version right there. That's pretty cool as well. Next on our list is the actual 1985 Nike promo card. This is real simple. Everybody has seen this one. There's 287 of them out there in a BGS 9.5, and PSA 10 there's 172, so not rare at all. It was released with a couple of other Nike promo cards. These almost look like postcards, except they're even longer. It's a big old card. It does, like I said, look a lot like the ad card, right? But it is not the exact same card. Look at the location of the Air Jordan logo, as you can see up here, whereas on the other one it's down here. This just has Nike down here. So different card, but they do sort of look the same. It's much more prevalent, much more easily obtained than the Nike ad card from 1984. But this is the 1985 Nike promo card that's sort of been on the downturn over the past couple years. Oh, actually, it's up 36%. That's kind of random. It's really kind of flat, I guess, is what I should say. So that's the Nike ad promo. Next, we've got 2 versions. It's very important when you look at this disgusting, hideous beast of a sticker. This is the 1985 Prism Jewel sticker. There are 2 versions of this. This is the big box on your screen. If you count the boxes left to right or right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 approximately. Here's the small box version, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, right? So 10 boxes versus 5 boxes. There's a big box version, small box version. I don't think PSA makes the distinction between the 2 variations of the card / sticker. These things were obtained, as far as I know, by inserting a quarter into what are, kind of like gumball machines. They let little trinkets come out, at your local, grocery store or whatever. You put your quarter in, or maybe your nickel back then, I don't know, and you turn it and out comes a sticker. These are really, really cool, and they are also really expensive, and they are also really ugly. One of these things, believe it or not, in a PSA 8 sold for $53,000 at one point. The one that's on your screen, the big box right there. Again, just remember there's two variations of them. So if you're that, OCD type, you got to get a big box, you got to get a small box. I did want to show you there are some other ones out here that people forget about. I mean, look at this beautiful Kelly Tripucka big box version of the Prism Jewel sticker right there. How could your collection be complete without the Kelly Tripucka? Isaiah's in there, unfortunately. Ralph Sampson. We got Sidney Moncrief sneaking in there. Malone versus Jabbar. I do want to warn you that this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for whatever reason, there's your Jordan, of course, that we're familiar with. Magic right there, and look at the Magic, and pretty cool with that red background. Patrick Ewing doesn't even get a Knicks on his jersey. Dr. J actually kind of looks like Dr. J, so good for Dr. J. I don't know what Bird and Worthy are doing in this picture. Hopefully they're just playing basketball. Next we've got a Larry Bird card right there. How happy is Bird in that card? You know that's fake because he dude was never smiling. And then you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with hair that looks like Orlando Woolridge. I don't have any idea what's happening here, but that's definitely not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number one, he's not that dark. Number two, he doesn't have a mustache. Number three, he doesn't have hair. So that is Orlando Woolridge sneaking into the picture. Again, I don't think PSA makes a distinction between big box, small box. So just something to keep in mind. The Michael's been graded 137 times. There's one PSA 10, people. Next, let's get out of the country. Let's go get the Merchante. I'm going to pronounce it Merchante. You can pronounce it whatever you want. You can pronounce it the Balconcesto. There's two versions of this. So just like the Prism Jewel, there's two versions. The number 173 Mercante from 1985, there's two versions of this as well. There's the blue back on your screen. There's the red back on your screen. You can't tell the difference from the front. That's why it's blue back and red back. You got to turn it over and look at the back. But that's card number 173. There are two of those. These cards are pretty pricey, if I do say so my damn self. $22,800 for a PSA 9 red back in 2023. Most of the expensive ones were sold in the 2021 area, somewhere around there. But blue back, red back, just remember the distinction. There's also another Merchante. This is the 163, and believe it or not, it's the exact same image as the 173, except they just added a bust of Michael Jordan's face up here at the top with the Jerry West NBA logo man deal up there. So same exact image. If you kind of look at the actual Jordan playing basketball down there, same exact thing. It's a little bit bigger picture window here because this guy's ears are on that screen, and down here his ears are cut off, but same picture clearly. And then next we're going to go back to the Nike ad cards, right? So this is the Nike poster cards, sorry. So 1986 Nike poster cards, and I like this one, right? It's similar to the freeze frame, right? But he's wearing that white jumpsuit. I just think it's a really cool layout, really cool looking card. It's called Imagination, and it's got a black border. So this is the Imagination black border right there. This card sold in February of 2024 for $1,850. It looks like it's only been graded 40 times. Look at the gem rate, 2.5%. Seems like a steal right there. I mean, if somebody offered me this for $1,850 right now, I'd probably take it and relist it for $10,000 and just hope some lunatic pays me that, right? But that's what that card is. That is called the Imagination right there. Another Nike poster card called Shirts and Skins. This is Jordan playing pickup against everybody else. I don't know, and I cannot recognize any of these other dudes in this picture, but down here you'll see in faint print, it says Shirts and Skins, Nike logo up here top right. I don't know why they're playing in the dark. It seems like they could just turn the lights on in the gym and it'd be a lot more effective. I've always played basketball with the lights on, but for the purpose of the card, maybe they wanted to play in the dark because it looks better. But that card is a pretty rare card indeed. It's been graded 23 times. What a coincidence. 23 times it's been graded. Not only are there no PSA 10s, there are no PSA 9s of this card. The gem rate is clearly 0. And then the near gem or almost gem rate is also 0. So really tough card to get in a high grade right there, which is why a PSA 8 is the highest sold ever and a PSA 7 is a near second. And then lastly, this is the last card. And then, then from here on, it's like, everybody knows 86 Fleer, 87 Fleer, 88 Fleer, 89. And then we get to the hoops, right? And then we go to the tops and all these other stuff. But 1986 Sports Illustrated Michael Jordan poster test stickers, number 4465. This is a PSA 9 that you're looking at on your screen. What an amazing image of MJ dunking a basketball. It's got that number 4465 down here in the bottom right on the front of your card, just so you know and you don't forget it. This card sold for $23,370 in a PSA 9 slab back in 2021. You can pick this card up for $1,133 in the exact same grade today. So let that be a warning. Let that be a lesson to you. I'd never forget 2021 post Last Dance. All of Jordan's really early year, mid to early 80s stuff that we looked at today, even these little niche cards went bananas. But luckily you can pick them up today for a little bit cheaper. This is a Pop 65 card in PSA 9. Again, gem rate 0. No PSA 10s. 134 have been graded. That's not a lot. Go out there and get it while the getting's good. 1151 is really not a bad price to pay for a Pop 65, none higher. It's a great looking image. It's also a little bit oversized. So that's the 1986 Sports Illustrated Michael Jordan post-test stickers. That's it, guys. I just want to show you 13 cards. Well, no, 11 cards. 2 stickers. No, there's a lot of stickers in there. I don't know. 14 items. How about that? We'll call it 14 items because we got a damn newspaper clipping in here that sold for 4 figures. 14 Michael Jordan items from the early to mid 80s that are not star and that are not Fleer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I really am imploring you, for those of you OG collectors, and I could have brought on some of my great friends who collect stuff like this. I don't collect hardly any of this stuff. I think I've got the Nike promo and I've got the Interlake, and that might be the only card slash sticker of all the ones that we looked at today that I actually own. So I'm no expert on this, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do the video, because I wanted to learn about it myself. I could have had some experts come on here and probably expound on my observations with a little bit more detail, a little bit more knowledge for sure. But I implore you, if you're one of those, astute Jordan collectors who knows about any of these 14 items that we talked about today, please, for goodness sakes, that's what the comments are for. Share it. Educate me, educate the viewers. We would appreciate it. We would love you for it. Thank you guys for watching as always. It's always fun to do a Michael Jordan video on stuff that I don't know anything about because I learn a little bit every time I do it. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.